sure y'all check out that website, airitoutradio.net. Where's my joint at? Okay, okay, okay. What's up? Oop. What's up, everybody? Make sure y'all check out the website, airitoutradio.net. Let me turn this down because I already know that's going to be a problem. What up, everybody? Yes, I'm back. I still got the blonde. Still got the blonde. I'm going to try to give it like one more week and then I'm over it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuned in for the first time, I am that chick Fire. Airitoutradio is the name of our station. And I'm super excited to have this artist. I ain't gonna say art. Well, he is an artist. He's a creator. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on soon, and I'm excited. Why is that still okay? I don't think I'm gonna do that. Okay. All right. We're not gonna be able to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one that? Why is it still playing in the background? We gotta make sure we stop that. Why is that still playing? Hmm. That was weird. Oh my god. I hope we fix that time he comes on. Trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all check out the website, airitoutradio.net. Oh my God. It has been a crazy, crazy week for me. And it's a lot going on. I know y'all wanted me to come back on Monday, but like I said, it's a lot going on. So I'll explain that to y'all when I come back on the show and go all in the details. But it's just too much to kind of go into detail right now about. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So, excuse me. What's up? Hello, everybody. Make sure y'all follow me at FiyaChick with a K at the end underscore. FiyaChick is the name. And Air It Out Radio, for those that are tapping in, is the game. All right. I know my tongue was blue. Oh my gosh. All right. I was eating some nerds earlier, so you know how that goes. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Thank you for tapping in. I have DWI coming up, and we're gonna get all up in his business soon. So we're gonna see what he got going on. It's tourist season, you know how it goes, you know. So I'm very interested. I've been wanting this interview for a while, so I'm super geeked and I'm super hyped, you know, to talk to him. And you're gonna find out why in a few minutes. Hopefully, you'll be here soon. And which country are we in? We are in the USA, baby. Where you from? It's so weird because like I'm so used to Instagram where I kind of know most of the people that I'm talking to. I like YouTube is so different. It's kind of hard. You love the Funko Pops? Thank you. A lot of my friends don't like them. You know, they look at them as toys. They're really not. They're actually collectibles, and you know, some of them are worth a lot of money. So, you know, you from India? Okay. All right. Definitely want to go there. Definitely want to go there. You want to come to the USA? Everybody wants to come here so bad, and we trying to get away from it. Ain't that something? So, but yeah, they when they go over there, they be they really don't want to deal with all the. They're so used to being free and being able to do what they want here. So I don't know how they would work out anywhere else. You really look like Serena Williams. Oh my God. Maybe with this hair, now that you said that, yeah, maybe with this hair, I kind of do, I guess. You know. All right. I'll give you that. I can't even say that because I do a little bit now that you said that. But we definitely don't look alike if I change my hair up. Do I have a job? Yes, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. I interview people. I have real estate. I'm a godmother. Yeah, I got multiple jobs. Too many jobs, honestly. What do you do? What do you do, sir? You know. See, that's it. Like I said, the thing about YouTube is like y'all just follow each other. You really don't know who you talking to or whatever. It's like weird, you know. At least on Instagram, you know who's who and what's what, and you can look in their bio, blah blah blah. You can't do that on here. It's a little. Maybe after I get off, I probably can, but like while I'm here, no, it's a little difficult. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's up? What's up? You say hi. What's going on? Where's my guest at? Let me see something real quick. Let me. Okay. Sorry about that. I was wondering if that was going to work. It did. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my guest is here. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hold on. You ain't gonna out. You're not gonna out mic me. Hold on. Let me get my mic together here. We ain't gonna do that. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just
Don't
plug
do
this
that.
in.
Don't do that. Look, I gotta
Plug
sound
this.
good because you know who I'm in front
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Come on.
I thought I was cute with my little new iPad. I said, oh no, here she go with a microphone. Hold on. Let's let this connect properly.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me see. Wait, Gucci? I can't hear you. No.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
See? I got it.
Okay.
They don't call me the
Okay.
Podfather for nothing.
Okay. Okay. Oh, now I am. I'm not getting feedback. Okay. But you can hear me
All
good?
right. Yeah, I can hear you great. I just wanted to make sure
Oh, shit.
the levels is good.
Yeah?
Yep. You hear that?
Okay. Okay. I got you. You're trying to show off over there. Okay. Oh, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Wait, what happened? Oh, he got the green screen and shit. Come on. He over there showing off. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me now? I don't know what's going on. I heard you good when you first came on, though.
All right, hold on. Maybe it was me. Hello?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's still acting like it's sounding a little scratchy though, but okay.
Okay. All right. So let me get to my spill. You know what I'm saying?
And it's
Ladies,
clear for you, right?
I can hear you
You
good.
hear me clear?
Yeah.
All right. Cause I
It's
hear
like
I hear a
a
little
little.
static, but if as long as it's on my side, then it's cool.
Yeah, I hear you good.
All right.
Okay. It's like a little echo. I don't know if that's on my end or what.
Echo.
Okay. I mean, it's really, really, really low. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, you are now graced with a legend. Okay, this is an honor. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. I'm geek. So if get a little
Okay.
nervous, you know what I'm saying? If I get a little nervous, just understand why. We got a legend on the airways right now. He's a producer, father, co-founder of the Matrix Studios, master of production. He's an icon in my eyes. Okay, he's an engineer. He's the pioneer of podcasting. Not with the sound effects. And he is the pod father, Mr. DWI. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the claps? Because I add them in. Look. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you doing? This is a long time coming. This interview.
Yes,
We
yes.
done played the in and out dance for a few weeks, but I'm happy that it's now. I'm in the studio because I've been here, there, and everywhere. So it's perfect
I
that
know.
I'm here.
All in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Commuting back and forth. Yeah,
Hmm.
I love it. Okay.
And we're live on
So
YouTube too. So you really got confidence that this is gonna go right because you like we ain't even gonna pre-record this. We just gonna just put this thing live and see what
yeah.
happens.
Well, listen, if it don't, then I know how to chop it up and put it up on
Oh
Instagram.
no,
Make
it's gonna
it
go
look good.
great. I'm one take. I'm one take on these interviews. Like we good.
I know. I noticed you know what you're doing, so that's why I have
Hmm.
confidence. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I first saw you, I think on, well, I saw the platform. DJ No Frills was on your joint, and
Okay.
so,
Yep. Well, how long
yeah,
ago was that? Were you talking about back
that was
in
a while ago.
2005,
Yeah.
2006? Like
Right.
first early edition, new no frills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout
So
out to shout out to Valentine.
I've
Hmm.
been watching for that long. So just sitting back like this in the cut. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
From Philly. So tell me something. What were you doing throughout all of those years? Were you in media at the same time, or were you just kind of like a witness to him being a DJ in New York on the airs at that time?
Nah, I don't think Froze was on the airways in New York at that time. Like me and him were both doing radio at the same time. So I've been
Right.
around.
So he
Yeah,
used to
that.
come to New York and he was on my guy the DJ Valentine's show,
Mhm.
um the Risen Sun show, and he used to be a guest DJ and come up, and he was on actually my Next Up radio show as well. He used to come on at nights and his job was to bring artists from Philly to New York. So we had the New York to Philly connection. So that's what he was doing back then. He was
Yeah,
the gatekeeper.
the gatekeeper. He still is. He still is.
Mhm.
He do his thing. So that was the first introduction that I saw of you, and I was like, "Yo, this is dope." And this one, you know how you think you the shit, and then you see somebody else, you like, "What the fuck?" Like I gotta step my shit up. And I
Right,
say, "Yo,
right.
wow." I was like, "Yo, that's I need to be there. I need to be." So I appreciate you giving that platform for everybody and making us look good. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
So I
Well,
appreciate that.
yeah, early on those days, that was the so I was doing radio since 2002, on the underground in New York City, and my studio was one of the main studios for the underground. You hear me?
Mm, I can hear you.
Okay, for one of the main studios for the underground. So back then, the Matrix Studios was new, but it was a staple because it wasn't many of its type. And then in the 2005 era up, I started to do it live on the internet. And then I added a web camera to it and started broadcasting it live on the internet. And that is what we would call today streaming. I have a streaming radio back then visually. So that
Uh,
is why they call me the Podfather, because it's definitely been over 20 years on the internet.
and I
Hmm.
love it too.
Yeah.
I love you know what I'm saying? It's been a blessing watching you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like for real. You can hear me good though, right?
I hear you. Yep.
Okay. It's just like this little thing. I don't know if it's on my end or what.
Yeah, I hear
I don't
that. Is it sound like a little phase thing? Like,
yeah.
I don't know if it's
Let
this
me
wire. Let's try something. Let me see if I unplug it. Do I hear it through here? Because it's probably this wire. Say something now.
What's up? What's
Talk.
up? Yeah, I don't hear it now.
You don't hear it now, right? All right. So
Okay.
it's probably that wire. So we'll do this, and then
Oh, I'm
I'll
sorry.
close.
Uh, okay, with the ear pods. You come prepared. You ain't be playing. You don't be I love it.
Let's see.
In action. You can hear me good? He says somebody said it sounds
Uh, a lot better, right?
yeah,
All right.
it sounds
Well,
better.
I'm happy they caught that. So we could take it from the top because we don't want to cheat. We don't want to cheat the experience. Hold on.
Let's
Let me
get too far deep into nothing. So okay. Somebody said way better. It's way more clearer. Okay. Thank you guys.
test me now, guys. How do I sound now with the earpiece on? Earpiece or no earpiece?
I think no
I'm
air.
gonna keep talking.
I think no
Huh?
airpiece sounded better. But either I mean it
Just
doesn't
now
sound
without the.
bad. It doesn't sound bad. You rocking out. We can rock out with the earpiece. That's cool.
Okay.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's rewind. You know what I'm saying? I got the Podfather on the air on the airways right now. You first started like me in your house, you know.
Right.
And how is that transition like from going from your house and moving into a studio and getting it all together? Was it hard doing that? Was you scared? Was you nervous?
So I think the first experience I went out, how I got that first commercial space was it was in my old neighborhood. So I had moved away from my neighborhood, and then they had like this meeting at the bank, and a young lady was at the bank, and she had the office inside of a building, and they had more spaces, and she was like, "It's only like $500 a month, and you can have your own studio there," because it was just a community meeting at a bank. And I just was just networking with her, and then she brought me over there, and I seen the space and took it. And I don't remember a time being scared. I didn't have the money for the down payment or none. I don't know how I did it. Like looking back now, I just like to experience, and I like to f around and find out. I like to like try something and then see what I can make happen. And that's pretty much what happened. So I can't even tell you that it was so much of a fear of doing it. I just did it. I thought it would be cool to have a business in the neighborhood that I grew up with. I mean, grew up in. So I think that was the more that drove me more than the fear of not making it.
Okay. You like me then. You a daredevil. I'm the same way. That's why I did this live.
Yeah.
Take that chance. Somebody said that you sound farther away with the earpiece. But
Did I do what?
you said that somebody said you sound farther away with the earpiece. The ear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wanted to just make sure.
Okay.
Let's
That's
do
okay.
this. Let's take this off.
Um Thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen, for helping us out. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
All right. So
Yeah,
now
you
we
sound
just gonna
way
do.
louder. Yeah, you sound way louder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I apologize for that, but we good. I know you want to
Nah,
have.
we getting it together. I'm happy you have a live studio. Because imagine if you didn't do it live, we would have did that whole piece sounding terrible, and
Oh,
then we both would have been like, "What the hell? What the
yeah.
helly?"
What the helly? Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
So now let's do it. Just do it straight, like you just introduced me. I'm gonna do the applause and all that. And we're gonna go right.
Oh,
We're gonna
good.
make this solid right now. Straight solid interview.
You're gonna make me do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that do not know, okay, I got a legend on the airways right now. He's a producer, father, co-founder of the Matrix Studios, master of productions. I threw that in there. You know what I'm saying? Icon, in my opinion. He's an engineer, pioneer of podcasting, the podfather himself, DWI. You supposed
Yay!
you supposed to put the claps in.
I know because I unplugged the roadcaster. There's no claps now. Now you got to do it
Oh,
later.
it's all good.
Oh man, it's all good.
Now we're gonna do it later. You know what it is. They know
Okay.
what it is. You know what I'm saying, ladies and
All right.
gentlemen. All right. So, like I said before, first saw you with DJ No Frills. He introduced me to you, watching his Instagram clips. And
What year was that you seen No Frills? Because he's been here last year, and then he's been all around
It
since
wasn't
like
last year, it
2005.
was no, it was some years ago, like, definitely some years ago, and then I
Okay.
started following you and your brand, so I was like, "Okay," but I just been sitting back, like I said, in the cut like this, you know what I mean, just
Right.
watching, and, just amazed because I never saw somebody like the studio and everything was just so, like, fantastic, it was, like, perfect, and the
Right.
set was everything, and I'm like, "Who is this person? What's going on here?" So I was just amazed, because
Thank you. Thank you.
when you see somebody dope like that, because you always think you the shit until you see somebody else that's, like, better than you, and you like, "Oh,
Right.
I gotta step my shit up," especially I'm a
And
female, so I'm always trying to
right.
follow
And I'm the
after the
same
guy.
way. Right, and if I was your competition and you was like seeing what I was doing and measuring yourself, then that was a good. At that time, I didn't think I had anyone paying attention to me because I was so busy doing what I was doing. And then I realized, like yourself, there's a lot of people that was watching or that seen some of what I was doing in my early part and was inspired by it. I call it influence because that's what the name Damian Williams I is the influence stands
Mhm.
for. DWI, the I is influence. And I appreciate it. I don't ever look at it like, yeah, I did this and everybody copied off me. And I'd be like, I did it so that people could see it. That's why I started broadcasting. I was just doing audio interviews from 2002 with Jesse Jessen, Mr. Raw, and Mars and them on promo radio. And we just started in my apartment. And then I migrated in like 2004 to my first commercial space in 2005.
Yeah, that's dope. You just like me, like I said, I started up in my house in my attic and did that for years, and then I was like, I finally got the nerve to just get a spot, you know what I mean? So, just watching somebody else do this, it's like and it's hard for me because 'cause I'm a female, because it's like I'm in this world of men, you know what I mean?
Right.
Nothing but men, and it's like trying to compete with y'all. Y'all my, like, competition. I don't even look at the females like that, but I look at these men like, "Dang, I gotta be better than you, and I gotta get up there with you." So
So my early influences in radio, I have to give it to, and this may shock you, like to Howard Stern, like because I was able to see his show on TV, and him, and he had the black lady was his host. What's her name? I
um,
can't even
forget her name
name
too.
escapes him. Robin. He always just say
Robin,
Robin. So
mhm.
Robin was sitting over there in the booth, and they show a camera over there. They'll show him on his desk. They'll show somebody else over here, somebody else over there. And I thought that was so amazing. So if I was to show you my apartment, the first apartment, I had the couch over there. My setup was over here. I had the DJ equipment over there, and like it was in one room, but it was, and I had a booth out in the hallway. So I had cameras, where you could see everything. So, and that was back in the days where there was no like phones or no iPhones and none of that. This is like pre-iPhone era. And then in 2005, I took that same concept and built the studio. I had a 500 square feet studio, and I split it into two rooms. And I had one side was a recording studio, one side was three rooms. One side recording studio, one side of the broadcast room with a booth inside of it. Both rooms had a booth inside of it, and the front had was just a waiting area with TV. The guys out there was playing 2K and all that. I remember J. Cole came and he was playing 2K out in the front with my engineers. So that space was a vibe. Like that was a whole vibe. And I was just so happy that I was able to create something, and I didn't even know what I was trying to create. I just knew that I had a vision because I seen the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
Back then, our radio stations, you couldn't really see inside of them. Like unless they was doing a documentary or somebody like of a celebrity film, one of their PR trips or whatever, you didn't really see the inside of a radio station. So
Mm-mm.
I just decided to create my own vision for
Yeah.
it. So, and I was already a producer first. So let me just say that I was a producer first, producing beats, and then I turned my home studio into a recording studio. So for the first 2 years before radio, I was doing recording. So I'm a recording engineer first, and I
Yes.
had a lot of clientele at that time. A lot of neighborhood people was coming in, and I was just recording them. So I had practice.
I know you did. I know you did. So we're gonna go back a little further. I know in 2000, I think it was 2008, you got
Hmm.
New York City's most influenced producer, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Shout out to the Underground Music Awards for that.
What award would you wish that there's a new award for the podcasters? What would you like to see?
Uh, I would love for that same brand, that same name, to be an award that's given out, the most influential like platform based off of who is inspiring and helping and doing the most for others outside of just getting awards just because it's just about themselves. Because I think pretty much my background and my history was about me helping other people. It never was really about me doing all this about me. I stayed out of the camera for a lot of times. Like I don't really be jumping all in the camera all the time. Now I do because that's where we are. But
Right.
before I was in the background, so a lot of people don't even know I'm responsible for the Matrix Studios, like how you would probably put Jay-Z with Rockefeller, and a lot of people didn't really understand that. So I would just call it the most influential award, and it would be for broadcasters and podcasters and brands, people that's a brand that might help influence others.
Right. And you help produce a lot of shows too, so you put people on the
Yes.
so I know like what's just the qualifications of somebody having a show on a Matrix Studio platform?
The qualifications is you having a plan, a vision for your own setup on how your show is, and the will to get up every day and put in the work that it takes to keep it going. Because everybody could start something, but it's the process is keeping it going long enough where the eyes and ears get a chance to be attracted to your brand. So I
Mhm.
would say that is the first thing. You don't have to have no experience at all because that's what I'm here for. All you have to do is want to do it. Like
Right.
someone like you that's doing it and doing it on a large level, you came to me, idea, I want to start a show. I would tell you what the qualifications is in terms of making that happen on the back end. But as far as your experience, it's really just the passion. And I could see it. You can't even sell me somebody that you could stand two people up and show me what they got going on, and I'd be like, oh yeah, they really want it. They just want to do it just because everybody else is doing it. I could tell the difference, like right out off the gate. Off the gate.
It's not just about money because I know
No,
you no.
no. The money. No, the money is there. Like, but I wouldn't take a bad show just for the money. If
Mm,
that's to say, I'm gonna take the money because that's how I do, just so I can do more. But it's not gonna be you got a horrible show, and I'm gonna sacrifice my integrity and my brand just for a couple of $100 a month. Like, we're not doing that.
true.
So
Do you
no.
do you fire a lot of have you, like, fired a lot of people? Or they fired themselves or they just let themselves
You
go?
said fire. You said
They
fire. Like,
fired. Yeah, like, you let 'cause I fired a
oh
lot of
man,
people, so I'm just
yeah, so back in the days, I had to detach myself from different people. Fired like as far as people that actually work for me, because if you have a radio show with me, we are partners. Like when you don't work for me, I'm the brand that's pushing it out. You're your own brand, and then we work together to get the same common goal. But
Right.
if you work for me, like an engineer or something, like yeah, I had to fire a few people for various reasons, stealing,
Damn, stealing?
just being disrespectful. Yeah, one of my engineers blatantly stole $700 out of a bag that was left in the studio, and it was caught right on camera, and it was just crazy to sit there and watch the playback with the person that they stole it, because I was trying to see what happened to the bag. I didn't think that he would get the bag and then win the bag, take the money out. And I'm like, wow. So I had to fire him after that because I couldn't even have a conversation with him about it. And I don't really like thieves either, because then now that puts my equipment and livelihood
Why would he
at
steal?
stake. So no,
Like, that's dumb.
it was really dumb because he had it all. He had everything set up for him all the time. He can go in the studio. He could bring. We used to have guys like Capella Gray was there, like that. He got a chance to record him before he got big. Like it was just a stupid thing to do. Like, and then to get caught. Like,
Yeah, real
so. But
what
yeah.
what's
But
one
other
thing
than that,
um,
people.
oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. You can finish. I'm sorry.
Now I was gonna say, and then people having fights or tips about stuff that didn't matter, then somebody had to go, because the brand has to be clear and tainted with negativity. So if two shows had a problem with each other and one was like stealing the other person's guest, or just being aggressive and being like disrespectful, then I would pay attention to what the patterns are, and the one that was becoming the problem would go.
Wait a
But
minute.
I didn't have
They
too
have
much of that.
problems, though. Why would they have problems? on the same team?
People just have problem. People have a lot of hate in them for no reason at all, just because you doing something or you may be prettier than the next girl, so she throwing shade. It was a lot of that back in the day. I don't have a lot of that now. I got a lot of mature people. Before I got up to like 40 shows in 2017 a week. So I
Mm.
had 40 shows a week. So if you can imagine, that's a lot of personalities to
Yeah.
deal with on a day-to-day basis. Like 5 shows a day that I was managing out of that network. And what's important is that it don't get out to the public, because now we're promoting and producing and working with big brands, big artists, and the last thing they want to see is a problem on this show, and now you posting it, and now it's on social media, and now other people don't want to be involved with the studio because something that another show did. So I had to do a lot of paying attention to how people were moving and detach myself from things that wasn't for me.
Dang, that sound like it's dramatic. It's very dramatic. What's your top 5 podcasts that you like out right now? Or you could give me 3 if you want, if it's too dramatic for you.
So I'm gonna go with Earn Your Leisure because it does something. It does something for the people. I'm gonna give you the ones that are popular right now because there's too many to name of the ones that are still on a rise.
Okay.
Earn Your Leisure. I like uh I like Drink Champs. I
Okay.
like the Joe Button podcast because what he's doing for the culture. On that's 3. Um, there's 2 girls. I think it's called Horrible Decisions. But they changed the name. But I only like their podcast because they keep it raw and real, and I like that balance. And I like the one, what was it? Something nights, all nights, something nights, where they have like the panel and all of them are talking. What is the
I never
what is
heard.
the name? You've seen the clips because it's always the girl talking about relationship. It's like a relationship.
Oh, it's
Something nice. It'll come back to me. Somebody may say it in the chat. But yeah, that would be my fifth one.
okay. What makes a good podcast?
Good podcast to me is someone that actually is authentic, that enjoys doing it, and that could either go on, on a script. They can actually read and do an interview about something, or they can just have a good conversation that attaches to not just one group. Like it can include a lot of people into the topic.
Mhm. I thought you would have said for your top 5, I thought you would have said, Mano, because I know you're good friends with him, and I
Oh,
thought you
Mano and Jim Jones. So yeah, so they if I wanted to add them, there would have been a lot of actually I left them out and I left Fat Joe and Jada.
uh,
But those are the 2 newest ones. So I tried to like go with the ones that I've been watching the longest. But if
okay.
I had to like those, obviously those are all good podcasts in the right that they all doing something different. And the entertainers that were out here and they got into the game. And now they picked it up faster. But that's pretty much how this game has been going. And like someone like yourself that said that you may have been doing what you was doing and then you seen me doing what I was doing. And then together we kind of like, learn from each other. So a lot of those guys got a chance to now go further sooner because they got a chance to see
Right.
the other people doing it. So it's not like they have to have the same
Yeah.
maybe struggles that some of the first ones had to get. So you got to give the first ones their props. I'm always going to give the founders or the people that started something their props, just because that's how I would want it for me. Whether I'm the best or whatever, but a lot of people wouldn't be doing what they're doing if they didn't see how I had the microphone set up or see how I had logos on the wall. And those type of things are important. When I look at sets now, it's like I'm a real big on the sets, the setup, the flowers, the lights, so
Yeah.
shout out to that.
Your setup in Atlanta is super plush. You know what I'm saying? It's sexy. I said, "Okay, you doing something different over there."
Yeah, the
How
Atlanta one, and
how was that move from, New York to Atlanta?
it was fast and it was very abrupt. It wasn't like I thought about it for a year or two. It happened all in 30 days. I went down there for a DJ press conference and the Fleet DJs to be exact, went down there and stayed for like 3 days and was like, oh, this is cool. The weather was nice. The people was cool. I got off the panel and everybody wanted to ask me questions about it. So I was like, oh, this is a good reception. New York is different. Like people want to ask questions, but everybody's main character energy in New York. So it's kind of hard to really see your value in New York because it's like it's the production place. Everybody's produce. Nobody's really the fan. So that was cool. And then after that, I spoke to my man Rich Mo, and he was like, he's from New York, and he was working on Black Ink at the time, and now he does Black Ink Radio. And he was like, "Yo, D, you would do well down here if you opened up a space down here because a lot of people, the state is really buzzing on media right now." So I went down there. I got down there, and no, I came back to New York, and so I talked to my partner Rick here in the studio on Wall Street, and he gave me some information. And they said they had two spaces left at the same type of office space in Atlanta. So he gave me the number. I called. They said they have these two spaces. Somebody was down there already. I said, could you go? I sent one of my people down there. I said, could you go look at the space, send me videos? And they did that, and I was like, I'll take it. And there was these big windows, and it was the 17th floor in Atlanta, overlooking the city. And I was like, perfect. And then I called the windows over Atlanta because now
Mm.
your perspectives have a better perspective. Your point of view has a better view. Um, and then I just went down there on Labor Day. So I went down there in the end of July, and then Labor Day was the first day I got on the Amtrak. I brought mad equipment on the Amtrak.
Wow.
Actually, I was going down the Amtrak, and I think I missed the Amtrak because I went the wrong way on the Amtrak, one stop. And that was crazy. I got on the wrong train. So I had to get off that, come back. Then I got on a bus and I went down there. It was a lot to get down there. And then when I got down there, I built it up. It started really small. My sister ordered some equipment for me. All the boxes was there when I got there, put together the equipment. Didn't have a couch or nothing yet. Then I just set up the room with chairs and the table that they gave me in the office. And then eventually I evolved. My man Rich brought over a 60-inch TV. I put a couple of lights around the place, ordered me a couch in a couple of months after, and then boom, now it's what you see.
Wow.
Matrix Studios in Atlanta.
That was wow.
My
So
my theory is all you need is a room. All you need is a room and a vision and the equipment, obviously, the proper equipment, and then that's it. Like you don't need no whole big rollout right now, like because everything is just through the cameras and through the guests that's in there. So you saying you start off in your attic, it made me feel like I wish I had kept an attic that I could have had my studio in because I would have saved myself a lot of money because I probably would be in that same building and that building right now, that house would be like landmark because every studio I made, people have memories of, and there's one in particular, I had all these murals on it, Big Pun, Tupac, Biggie, Big L. And that's still, the graffiti is still on the wall in that building, but I don't have access to the building. But if that was my own building, like they would still be talking about that one building now. But this is my 8th studio now. So I built I built 5 studios and 3 of them were in offices.
yeah, this is my third. My third. I've been here 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here 9 years. But I'm outgrowing it. So I'm just like,
I love it. I see
I'm
you
out
got all your
my little Funko Pops.
yep,
Some of
yep.
them is worth some money
We're gonna
though.
have to talk
Like,
one day when I interview you. We gotta talk about what's the importance of all of those different people you have back there behind you.
yeah,
I see some of
I
the
got Biggie
I see
too.
some of the
He right there. But
yeah, he
yes,
right there. He right there.
it's a lot of them. It's a couple worth a couple thousand up there too. I got them like hidden. But no, that's a fantastic story. Like I was going to Jersey and I know that commute back and forth because at one point in time I was doing radio here in Philly, in New York. I was trying to do what is it, DTF radio? I was trying to,
DTF radio.
and then I was going to New Jersey, and that was a lot. And I was like, I remember that. So when I see you going to New York, I'm like, oh my God, like that's a lot. How many times are you going to be going out there? Like a week or
Oh,
a
to
month?
Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta.
So I go back. So the point of me building it is not so that I have to go back and forth with it. For the platform to be down there and for the people in Atlanta to be able to experience it. So it's not for me. It's when I go down there, I go down there. I'm going down there next week for a conference and I'll be down for 4 days. And when I go in there, I like to set up interviews with people that's already down there. We had Q from 112. We had a few we had Mecca who sang the song on Jay-Z's first album. So what's the other thing? Um, So there's several people that have come down, but my guy Rich Mo and my team, Q City, and a couple other people are down there, so they have access to the studio. They can go in there and use it. And then it's a commercial space. If you was going to Atlanta, you can just pop in and use the studio while you're down there.
Oh,
So that's how I'm marketing it. It's not really, it's a hub. So it's a hub in Atlanta for D.
so you're not leaving New York, just
So it's like I stuck my flag.
right. So you're not leaving New York.
No, no, no. I'm gonna be.
Right, right. Okay. What's the next state you
I'm
think
gonna be.
about? Maybe.
And maybe North Carolina. I'm already working on it. North Carolina, maybe the next one. That's like the midway point. Not really midway, because Virginia would be the midway point, but that's the next place where I see it's simple enough. I got people down there that can help run it, and it's going to be more of an event space slash podcast space, so that the people that's down there that's doing, like my friend Luna, she does a R&B bingo, and she gets like 200 people coming out, and they do bingo and they sing and they dance. So I want to just create a space where she can use that space for what she does, and I can use it for interviews and all that, and let that be a hub in North Carolina. So
Yeah.
that will be the next space.
I
So
just
remember, I told you
yeah.
first here. This is the first
Yeah.
time I'm saying it live.
Yeah, we love exclusives. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I love exclusive stuff. I just had DJ Chuck T on. He's out there.
That's
So
my Chuck T. Yep. Yep.
yeah. So yeah, he was just reminding me like that's the number one, like one of the places that people need to be going to when they come out there. So for sure. What's three things and that you do not like that podcasters do right now? That you hate to see like them doing right now that you would never do, or something that, you just can't stand that they doing right now?
Damn. These things that I dislike
Imma
podcasters
tell you
to
mine
do.
that I
Yeah, go
can't
ahead. Yeah, yeah. You go.
I can't stand when they chewing gum and they eating. I feel like it's so
That's one. All right, chewing gum, because you can't chew and talk at the same time. So
they be trying though. They try.
yeah.
So, that's
Uh, go
mine,
ahead.
chewing gum and eating.
Go ahead. I'm plugging something in.
Okay. No, that's it. I was just giving you an example. Chewing gum and
No,
eating.
that was two. What's your third one?
Um, I would say just answering like really okay, here's my biggest thing. When they don't do the research on a person and they play around, you know what I'm saying? They drinking and they smoking and they don't really ask any questions. The whole
Right.
thing is
Okay.
just
So
fun for them. And that's okay, but I mean, I be wanting to know what's going on with the person. I want some information. I want to be like, I learned something from you. Maybe that's just like the journalist part of me, but I be one. I know it's all about fun and games too, but I be like, Dag, I ain't learned shit from you at
yeah.
all.
So I would say I don't like when they don't take time to make sure their camera angles and their set is set up properly,
Okay.
or like you could just tell that they just kind of like threw something together, like for the set.
Okay.
I don't like when they use the microphone with that little mic.
Oh, when they
Not
do
so
this?
much.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes. I got you.
Like, they talking to each other, because at this point now they sell a little thing for $8.99. You can put the mic inside, put a mic cover on top, and look the part. I don't know if people thought that was like a cool thing to do, but it looks a lot more better, and it sounds better when you have it in the encasing, so that it doesn't sound like. So that's that. And I
Oh,
hate
he about
over
to get
talking. I hate when
technical.
people. I hate, yeah, nah, I gotta give you the producer's point of view, and I hate over when people are over talking, like they
Mhm.
don't allow, like, and people annoys me. So you ever see people that talk like they start talking over a person before they're finished?
Mhm.
Crazy. Yeah.
I see that a lot too. I was watching this one interview and I couldn't even like watch it because he was just cutting it off and cutting her off and cutting people off. And it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do it too, and I have to be like, shut up, fire. Just, because you get excited sometimes. So I understand it a little bit. But when it's the whole interview, it's like, come on, it's too much. That was some good ones. But the one
Yeah.
with the holding the microphone, I get that because I'm like, if you're gonna do that, why don't you just get a real mic? I don't. I don't understand that
Yeah,
either.
and nowadays it's not even the real mic anymore. It's just it's called a mic case for the whatever the mic you have, DJI or whatever brand you have, Zoom, what do you call that? Rode mic, and it comes right on Amazon. I'm giving the game. See, this is another thing I always show my work. So if you just don't do the right thing, it's just you being cheap or stupid at the same time, or maybe both, cheap and
Mhm.
stupid, because
Okay.
the value that people normally buy into is what they see you doing that the professionals are doing. So if you don't buy the best cameras and best mic that you can get one time, the first time, so that you can make more money, so you got to invest big on the first time with your equipment and your setup, because then after that, that's how people say, like how you said when you saw my setup, like, oh look, he got a studio, it's rocking. The reason why I did that is not because I could afford it, because I really couldn't, but I just knew that that money was going to come back. So scared money don't make money. That's my word words of wisdom from a wise pod father.
Right. Do you feel like you old in the game? Because they be calling me dinosaurs. Do they be saying stuff like that to you? Like, "Oh, you
Nah,
old,
because
you."
you know why? I feel like I feel like what I'm doing age wise, when I look at the content and look at some of the footage and stuff I got, I'm like, wow, I've really been doing it for 20 something years. But do I feel like it? No, I feel great because I feel like the same thing I'm doing now, it's not outdated. Like it's not like I'm using the 8 track and they on CDs now. I'm using the same equipment and more equipment than even some of the big podcasters that have big budgets behind them. I still had everything that they're getting now, I had that before them.
Mm,
All of those podcasts that I just gave credit to, I could have been their producer, and they would have probably been a lot further on early on if they would have just reached out to the Podfather to get the to get the insight. But it's cool though because I'm happy to see that they catching up.
maybe they didn't wanna, like, hit you up because they felt like you too busy. Because that's how it is sometimes. You be, like, thinking somebody's too busy to help,
Nah,
you know?
if you want Timberland, if you want Swiss Beats or somebody of that caliber because of they're good at production, you're gonna go for them. I think that it's a little bit of both. It's people not really exposing me to other people that they know that they seen me doing it first because they've told me about it, and maybe they just didn't have that connection with the person to say, all right, I'm gonna call my man DWI. A few times that they did that, it just didn't work out. And I think me just not positioning myself like the professional person that you should call. I never marketed myself like you should call me to your podcast. But everybody knew that I was doing that in New York City. And even you knew from what you saw from Philly. I'm sure other people saw it, but they just probably seen like you thought that I was just too busy, which I probably was. I was just having a
Yeah.
good time doing my own thing. I never showed like I needed to help or I needed to be helped. But I definitely always my goal is to be a part of everything that's moving, that's professional. Be a
Mm,
part of somebody's success and not their failures. So for the future people that's coming up that may see this podcast clip, if you have an idea or you want to get something started and you want to run it by me, I definitely do consultations and I do just information that, just to help somebody out as well too, especially
okay.
the youth. I'm big on helping the youth out.
That's dope. Now you look, like, super serious. I know another reason why they might have said no too, because like, I looked at some of your videos and I said, "He look super mean." Like, cause you
That's
have this face
crazy.
like, you don't smile too much. Like, this is the first I seen you kinda smile.
I know, cause it's nothing to smile about. Imagine me smiling when I'm fixing buttons on. I would look like a lunatic. Like and I don't know that my face is like locked into that serious, but I see it in pictures and I see it when people catch me off guard. And I'm like, damn, why am I looking like that? Especially my mouth is open or something, but it just be the focus that I be. But I smile. You see me smile now,
I
so
see you
it's
smiling
just
now.
it's a time and place. It's
Right.
almost like you gotta I don't know. You got to have something to smile. And inside, I'm smiling. I'm happy as hell when I'm doing radio production. But when I'm focused, it's like I got that's my focus face.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah.
Do you go to, podcast conferences? Cause you know how, like, the people were, no? Why not?
Nah, not like that. Not because I feel like again, and this may be my arrogance or my naive. Like I feel like the ones that I be seeing, like I know what it is. Like it's people are getting paid to hear other people speak. I don't think there's one person that could speak about podcasting that's going to teach me something about what I know already because I know I was doing it in a way where I was more innovative than what it is right now. Every now they just buy a roadcaster, a microphone. That's it. I had to set it up
Man,
before that, before you could even do all that. So I'm thinking like I gotta put myself in a position where they can ask me the questions at these conferences. I should be the one on the stand like explaining. And again, I just haven't positioned myself like that over the years because I've been building my own business. But I think now that I'm teaching and I'm in front of more people, that's what I want to do. So that is something. That's the reason why I could think of. But I am going to join more. That's why next week I'm going to Atlanta to SAE. They got me on a podcast and a radio panel talking about that with the students of that school. So that'll be my first one that I'm actually getting booked to go down and do. And I'm excited about that.
that's dope. I got an idea for you. So what about like a podcast reality show, like, starting them all out and stuff like that? What about that?
That I could do. Actually did a pilot for WeTV, and they were supposed to come to the studio and show the life of me and everything that I'm doing with the staff and the team that I had at the time. And this is like in 2016. And they came, shot the pilot and all that. Everybody did their auditions, and they was in the studio filming us and all that. It's just they wanted something more like ratchet at the time, and we pretty much put it together like it could have been ratchet because it would have been some reality stuff. We had a gay guy, we had a Spanish girl that was spicy. We had all of the things, but we didn't like show it on screen. We was really showing a family orientated because I run my business more family orientated,
Mhm.
not with all the. But that TV that don't sell on TV. So now I know I gotta act a little crazy. I gotta
Not
act a
crazy.
little rambunctious.
Not
And
you,
shout out to my
but
guy
the other
Caesar
people.
from Black Ink.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I would have been the calm one. I would have been the calm one. But yeah, that's a great idea. And we can definitely work on that together. You can probably be my co-producer on it. And we
Ooh,
could just start filming the behind the scene. Cause that's the problem. I have ideas, but now it's like when I start telling people about shooting it and I got all of the shooters around me, now it's like everybody's still waiting for me to do it. I'm like, it's about me though. So y'all have to do what y'all do now. So if I can get a team that could shoot me, I'm already working on my documentary and a book and
yeah.
a like almost like a magazine of the history of the 25 years.
Mhm.
It's going to be called Where It All Began in podcasting. So that may be the entry level, like a pilot to what it is, and it should be able to get picked up. So I think it'll be a good situation because I do a lot of
Do it
stuff with that.
because you gotta do it because they already up on stuff now. Like everything is moving so fast. You know.
Right, but see, here's the thing. Here's the one thing again. There's no other person that is me in this space that can
Okay.
say that they've done like they can't go back and be like, all right, we're not gonna get DWI, we're gonna get this person because like all those other people that I've noticed came like 10 and 15 years after.
Mhm.
So if you really want that authentic, how did it all begin and what was going on, like it's gonna have to be me. So the story is gonna be it's gonna be as good as it's gonna be whenever we put it out because it only gets greater later. So, but I want to start working on it now. So let's get to it.
Do you have a title
Let's
for the
let's
book?
come up with yes, where it all began.
Where it all began. Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh. Is that
the
hard? 'Cause
story.
I tried writing a book and I'm like on the first page. I don't know how you do it.
I started writing a couple of paragraphs with ChatGPT and information. I mean, and co-writers. I think it won't be too hard, but my problem is interviewing me. I can't interview me. That's why I'm saying I'm happy that I did meet you because if you want to really take part in the next part of my career, like this is the opportunity. I need to be interviewed so that I can like turn it into paragraphs and scenes and all the things that you just mentioned. So
Yeah.
um we could definitely build on that off air and come up with something like this summer, like fast. I'll come to Philly, you come to New York. We go around. You come to New Music Wednesday. Maybe I'll get the crew to film me. You asking me questions, and then we'll make it like I'm answering the questions, and we kind of like having a reality conversation about making a reality show. One of those movies where we shooting a reality show about my actual reality,
Yeah.
so I think that'd be fun. And then we'll have real life people in there. We'll have like real life celebrities and all that because it'll be happening in real time.
I think that'd be dope, and it's different. That's what we need. And I'm a reality show junkie, so like that's why I was like,
Right.
yo, I don't know why nobody has done this yet. Like it got to be done. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it because I'm telling you, it's somebody's gonna be smart enough to come up with this idea and do it. You already had the idea,
Mhm.
All you need to do is bring it to life. And it's hard finding somebody that's going to help you with your creativity. I find that hard for me too. I'm like, I got so many ideas, but I need people to help me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I have a lot of dope people that's behind the cameras, that's directing things. I think they just waiting for an opportunity that's gonna come and somebody's gonna want to fund it, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, D, I can help you." But it's kind of like I need us to do it now. They all respect it. They all know the history because they all benefited from the history. They all got this individual stories. I'm like 50 Cent, how he started with Power, and now he has all of those Power books. I have people in the industry that I could tell a No Frills. Me and No Frills could tell a whole story about what we were doing all year with Freeway and PD Crack, all those guys that we have communication with that he brought to the studio. Um, and that could be one thing. And then I could talk about when Nipsey Hussle came to the studio, rest in peace to him. And I got a video of that when he's in the studio. It's mad stories that I could tell. But again, I just got to get to it. So this
yeah,
year, my closing remarks is I want to finish up the documentary, the book, and I'm going to get a mobile RV, and I'm going to be traveling the states doing pop up podcasting. So in the back of my RV, I'm gonna have a setup table with a little situation in there where I can interview people of all walks of the world. And one of my main focus will be the kids out of a foster care program. I'll be like a media mentorship program. I can come there, talk to them about entrepreneurship, podcasting, technology, and just life from where we come from.
right. That's super. I've been trying to do Frills's documentary for a long time. He has not budged. I've been trying to get him, and he's
We're
like,
gonna get them.
ah, he's slow. He like a turtle. I'll be like, listen, come on, this would be great because you don't want to
Nope.
wait. You don't want to let nobody else tell your story. If you could tell your story, then tell your story.
That's it.
You know.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, it's more like I would be nervous if I was somebody because I know how particular you are with things. So maybe that's why they're a little nervous too because you're so perfectionist. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like,
It could be a lot of things, but I think for the most part, it's just getting it started and having a dope vision. All it takes is like a 5 minute clip of the idea and
mhm,
put it on social media. Everybody's gonna get excited. Oh, this is what's coming out. We can even put the little Netflix thing that comes, the little fake thing they got now. You can put it there and then be like, coming soon, where it all began with the drama, showing all the clips and all that. And then I promise you, people are gonna be like, yo, when's it gonna come out? And then all that, you can do a startup where you can start raising money for the production, and people will put money into stuff like that. I just gotta just do it. Like
wait,
I'm so busy doing things in real time, building studios and all that. This is all part of the process of this could be in the my everyday could be part of the reality show. I just need to walk around with a camera, film myself doing stuff, talking. I got real footage, real interviews with me talking to different people from Cardi B, Slick Rick, all these people. So I could always cut into those when I tell a story and show what actually happened. So it's an easy thing. I
right.
guess maybe we need to just do the pilot and then holler at Netflix and be like, let's
Yeah.
go.
Speaking of Netflix, right? Do you I know because Netflix has the podcast on there. What do you feel about the podcast, streaming
I
on?
love it.
You like
I
it?
love it because they were able. They got stand up comedy. They got documentaries. They got sports on there now. This is a form of entertainment that's been a form of entertainment for a long time.
Mhm.
Again, I just want to make sure I position myself to get something on that as well too. I did get Netflix credit on AOC when she did her when she was running for Congress, and she did a movie called Knock Down the House. And on the Knock Down the House, she was being interviewed by my guy Kev Pryor on 950 Lounge, and it's on the documentary. Like for like a minute, they're talking to her with my backdrop and my logos on it. And at the end of the documentary, they shout out the Matrix Studios. So
That's
I
good.
did get some Netflix
So
Netflix
get the coin
credits.
though. Did you get the coin? Do you get any coins from that? No?
Huh?
Did you get
No,
any
no, it was just
credit?
promo. Nope.
Okay.
Nah, it was just promo for the studio. And I'll take that.
All right. Do you think that podcasting is a phase? Because some people think that is.
No, 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 no. It's been going on for a long time. It's a new platform. I mean, not a new platform. It's a new form of communication via the technology. It's almost like using a cell phone or any other tool. It's just now everybody's doing it. And that's why it's important for people to learn how to do it right and learn how to get their money or get their exposure from it the right way so that going forward they can get what they want to get out the deal.
Is there a cutoff point for people that do podcasts or like little kids or
No,
like grandmoms?
nope,
Everybody
nope.
do
I
it?
think every adult, all the way until their final days, should document themselves because it's the one thing that we didn't have in our family history accessibly for all of us, where we could go back and see how our great grandmother was living or how our grandmother was living and what their body language is like. What, like, we got pictures, we got maybe a few videos, but this is the first generation of the last 20 years that you have people could document from a baby. I probably got from my son when he was a baby video footage all the way up to 15 years straight. So
I didn't
I
think
think
of
that's
it like
beautiful.
that. I didn't think of it like that. That's good. Okay. What's the difference between now and then the podcasting?
The amount of people that's doing it and how the ease of doing it. The ease of doing it is just like you can actually buy just an iPhone and you have your earbuds when you have the good earbuds and you can produce a good solid piece of content from just that. You don't even need the microphones and all that.
Mm,
That's how good they're making it right now. But it still has to be entertaining, and money follows attention. As long as you are entertaining, people gonna pull up.
right. Okay. So you have you want to break down, oh, is that you? Or is
Look,
that me? Oh, that's probably
I
me.
ain't going.
My phone ringing. I hope it stops. All right. I know you when we first started talking, you was originally talking about Twitch. Is that your favorite platform to be on?
On Twitch, you said?
I think it was Twitch. You was like, is it going to be on Twitch or whatever? Our interview.
Oh no, I said StreamYard, I think I was asking you.
Steam, StreamYard, yeah.
Twitch is they all have different thing that's good for that they're good for.
Mhm.
Um, but to go live with on StreamYard, I'm just familiar with that. There's plenty of different ones because you can go on multiple platforms at one time. You can see the comments come on the screen and you can press the button and that person's comment could come across the screen while you're talking, which is great for your content. When you record it back, you can look at it and be like, oh, this person said, great show or whatever. It's cool to show that type
Yeah.
of engagement.
Yeah, true. Okay. All right. Well, it was definitely a pleasure. You want to break down all the stuff that you got coming up and you want to let everybody know about before we get up out of here?
Yes. So coming up, we definitely have New Music Wednesday. Every Wednesday, you can go to New Music Wednesday Live. That is the new production that I'm producing. It's not a party. It is a production. Me and my team. What the hell is that? Oh, my battery must. I'm gonna say, who the hell is talking? So you can go to the Matrix Studios dot hip hop to check out the website, and on the website you can find more information about the background, the teaching, and New Music Wednesday, all of the things that DWI is doing, you could definitely go there and find out. As of now, I am just working on what am I working on coming up? I'm just working on the book and the documentary right now. And then now we're soon to be working on that reality piece. We could definitely do the work on that pilot. I'm holding you to it. I'm saying it live on air, so that don't let 3 weeks go by and we still trying to figure something out. Let's get something going, and
uh,
then we'll get together.
you gonna be too
We'll catch
busy.
you. No, no,
You
no,
gonna be
no,
too
no.
busy.
That's a day and a half worth of work, and we can get enough footage and get it down. Don't worry about it. We
Oh.
we we got it.
Are you still doing the A&R report? Because I just saw the post. You still
Yes, shout out to the A&R report as well. It comes on every Monday night now. DJ Bedtime at DJ Thousand there. Just came on last night, and it'll be on every Monday. But you can go to djbedtimes.com, djbedtime357.com, and you can hear the re-airs of that as well. Yeah,
okay.
there's a lot, and I have a bunch of broadcasters that's now on my show. The Book of Eli, we got the recap, we got a fashion moment with Tai Chung, we got the Lever Edge coming up, we got the Team Eagle, the Eagle Edge show. So there's a lot going on
So you
that
like
I'm building.
pretty much the plug. So if an artist wanted to get promotional, all they gotta do is hit you up and you can get them on like 30 shows. Damn,
Exactly,
crazy.
and 30 and maybe more. Yeah. I'm
Jesus.
literally when I get off of this, I gotta finish editing the show. Tuesdays Limelight comes on at 4 o'clock, so I have to get that inside of her Dropbox so that that can air on. Oh, and Party 101.9 is the station, y'all. Party 101.9 on iHeartRadio. You go to iHeartRadio and you type in Party 101.9, and that is my station You can hear interviews and you can hear live rotation. If you're an artist and you want to get your music rotated, you can go there. Pretty soon, Miss Superstar here, when she decides she wants to start a radio show off of these interviews, I can make that happen for you as well too, and they can hear you all over the world. Yeah, you fools. Your thing is hating on us, but it's cool.
Yeah,
We got.
somebody was
There you
calling
go.
me the first
Yeah,
time. Somebody.
tell them not while I'm on the phone.
Yeah,
Um,
right. Man, you know who I got on the line with me right now? You know what I'm saying? The
yeah, they better know. They better know.
Right. But I
But
definitely
I definitely
appreciate
appreciate
you.
you.
Yeah, I
See,
appreciate
we said the
you.
same thing.
I'm honored. I'm honored like a sensei. You know what I'm saying? Like a student of the sensei. You know what I'm saying? So I
No doubt.
appreciate you. Thank you so
Yo, and
much
shout
for
out to Icon Varsity too. For
okay.
my suit right here. It says it's gonna be backwards on your screen. You probably got to flip this. Built from the Bronx.
Okay, bro from the
All
Bronx.
right.
All right.
Exactly.
Meek Mill said that he got the most influential song in hip hop. Who do you think the most influential song in New York is you know what I'm saying? I'm causing drama.
Why would Meek Mill say such a thing? Now he does have a influential song, but the most influential song.
Not yeah, he didn't say most. He just said that his song was like, you know.
Wow, what song that I could say over hip hop, right?
Yeah, hip hop.
Hip hop
Jay-Z?
song?
No. Yeah. Jay-Z, New York? No? Am I
Because if you're not from New York, you don't really, it's not something that you just singing. Damn, like that was a you should have asked me that at the beginning of the interview, so I could have thought. Because now my brain is trying to go through all of the songs.
I
Give
thought
me,
that
give
would
me,
be
gi-
I thought that would be a good one, though. No?
the most influential song.
Yeah. One of them.
It's one of them. If you're gonna say one of them, we can't say that. But that wouldn't be my pick. It's something else that's floating around in my head that I know is could knock Meek Mill's song out the box.
No, I mean for New York. I mean, I know he's gonna say
Right, that's
that.
what I'm saying. From New York, if we did a verses right now and you played that song, the Dreams and Nightmare, right? You talking about the intro song?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, he kind of got a point, especially from Philly. I think that's like they play that. It's over, you know. But
I think the song "All About the Benjamins" might knock that out the box
really,
with Biggie and the Locks on it. When you play
okay.
that song, but
Yeah,
you know what? We'll come back. We'll come back to it. I'll
yeah, I'm gonna
respond
ask you that later on, and then that
in the
leads.
comments. Yeah. Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
pay attention to this interview after it posts and pay attention to the comments. I'm a to be continued.
we
Dot dot
continue.
dot.
Okay. Well, happy birthday
All right.
again, and
Thank you.
tourist season is in effect. You know, even though I'm a
Exactly.
Libra, we still feel like
That's
Libras
okay.
here.
Me and
Yeah,
Libras are cool. We cool. Some of my
yeah.
best friends are Libras. So
See, there you go. You know what I mean? All right. Well, you want to give them your Instagram and all that stuff?
yeah. It's DWIMUZIK or the Matrix Studio without an S. DA Matrix Studios. Probably be across the bottom of the screen. And Windows over Atlanta. Windows over, I'm giving her work to do. Windows over
Right.
Atlanta. Um, and again, New Music Wednesdays live. New Music Wednesdays live. All of those ones you could definitely find me at. But DWI Music, you go there and everything is right there.
All
Peace.
right. There it is. Air Radio smack.